Oh,
Yeah, the others I've been playing right now is Dragalia Online, or sorry, Dragalia Lost. It's I think it's for Android and iPhone, but I'm playing it on
I
my
think
iPhone.
so.
Actually, I'm not playing it on my iPhone because my iPhone 6 like cannot handle it.
uh-oh.
It is so bad with
Mhm.
that like it just jerks around and then you get disconnected and then there's no point because you don't get any points.
Mm.
But on my iPad, my newer one, it does great. And it is just so cute. The
Mhm.
music, which I wish you could hear, is just adorable, especially in the menu
Mhm.
where the songs will be playing and your little people will just be like
Just
walking
marching to the beat.
to the beat of the song. And then it'll change scenes, but and maybe for your team will be sitting at a table, but they'll still be like to the music
Yeah, it's
bouncing
cute.
side to side. It's
It's so
adorable.
catchy. Mhm.
It is. The music is really catchy. It's all by like one Japanese artist, but she does a great job, I guess. And yeah, it's a gotcha game. One of those where you summon like people that you want on your team, and they're for me they're always between 3 and 5 stars. I don't know. I've never gotten like 2-star people. Jason, have you?
It's just
Or
three and
one
five,
star?
4,
Yeah,
5.
that's probably. But in Fire Emblem Heroes, aren't you given? You're given some.
You only pull 3, 4, and 5. Yeah.
Oh,
You start with ones though. Yeah.
oh yeah. Yeah, so
Mm.
you pull, different like starred people, and it's I feel like with Fire Emblem, it's more what do you call that? PvP, I guess, right?
Yeah, okay.
Where it's your team against the other player's team. But so far, there isn't that in this game. It's mostly you're completing the storyline, you're going through a little map with your team, fighting off the monsters. And it only takes like to go through the map, it's only going to take like a minute or two. And then you get
Hmm.
to a boss that's the end of that round and defeat the boss and then you get your goods and so I imagine for later game it gets kind of grindy but so far like they're going through the map so far it's been pretty cute and fun
Yeah.
um yeah and so there you get different people different weapons they transform into dragons. I guess I
Okay.
didn't mention that.
Hmm.
So you get dragons that they can transform into. The storyline is a little can be a little contrived and maybe a little cliche sometimes, but it's still cute. Especially if the art style is kind of hard to just look over. I
Yeah.
think it's adorable.
Very high production value.
Yeah,
Okay.
it looks really nice, and it's by Nintendo. I don't know if I said that.
Hmm.
Um, yeah, Jason, anything to add?
It's also co-op too, so you can
Oh,
opt in to
nice.
do any mission together with up to 3 other players. And then some missions are just 4 players, like you just play four. But there's some like boss raids where you actually can join 4 of the players with their 4-person team, so you get 16 characters on screen, and those are
Yeah,
pretty fun. There's only been one of those so far because the game's only like a month
it
old.
just came out.
Yeah,
Hmm.
but it's pretty fun. And like yesterday, just started a actually no today just started a new Halloween event. So there's a new banner for things to pull and new stuff to unlock. And I mean, it falls under the same like tropes of other gacha games where there's a million things to collect and like it
Yeah.
becomes like super
Hmm.
grindy. But I
Yeah.
mean, it's a nice way to waste some time, I guess.
The other gotcha games I've downloaded and tried, like on Myoji was one that I keep saying ads for, and I don't know, I tried those. I felt like the UI was just like there was so much stuff because you're collecting all sorts of different things. But for these other ones, it was always hard for me to like understand what I was trying to do, where I felt this was much more simplified. Or the way they lay out, but or maybe it's me playing it on the iPad and having more room. But
Maybe. I think they did a
yeah,
good job, like teaching you what everything is in the very beginning. The tutorials were really well done.
yeah, and there's even like a tutorial comic, which is cute, where it
Yeah,
teaches you more about like, oh, these are your dragons. This is what they do. This is how you level them up. But they do it in a cute style where the characters are like playing along and learning.
hmm yeah.
All right. I guess my big question is like exactly what type of game is this? I saw like characters running around. Are you like controlling movement of a character or are they kind of running around themselves?
Yeah, it's an RPG, right, Jason?
It's an action
So
RPG. Yeah, you
yeah,
control it all.
actually, okay. So you're controlling you can do it on auto too, but if you do that, it doesn't automatically collect any chests you see on the map.
Okay.
So for that 1 or 2 minutes that you're going around the map killing fiends, you're dragging your finger like which direction you want it to go. And the rest of your team are all just AI. And they're kind of dumb. Jason and I had this long discussion last night about how they were so stupid.
They dumb. There's like incoming attacks, and they're like, "I'm just gonna stay here," and then they die.
And it's like there are red zones where it's gonna get hit. Why are you just standing there?
Yeah.
And so there are definitely some battles where it's like, okay, this is really difficult because the AI just like you can't stay alive. What are you doing? You know?
Yeah.
But yeah, so I guess it's just the RPG and you going through the map, and then there's boss battles, and it's repeat.
Okay. It sort of reminds me of Pokemon Quest. I don't know if you guys have played that at all, but it's another one where like the computer is kind of walking around and you have a little bit of control over your character. You can kind of pick when they do their special move, and that's about it. Otherwise, it's just kind of walking on its own. And at the beginning, I was like, oh, I want more control. I want to be able to hit these buttons. But then at a certain point, I was like, I just kind of let it do its own thing. It's better that way.
Yeah.
I had a really bad habit where I would start a level on the train, and then I would just take a nap and then wake up and be like, oh, it's done. Look at all the things I got. And then, and then go back to sleep.
This game is great.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it's funny because I think when I first started playing Fire Emblem, I thought like, why would anyone want to do auto battle? And now I still play Fire Emblem Heroes, and like I only do auto battle.
Huh.
Just it's so much easier. Just be like, yeah, okay, whatever, I won, and then get it over with.
Yeah, it's almost like like the battles are almost beside the point. It's more about trying to get the numbers up.
Exactly.
Exactly. Yeah, so it does get kind of grindy.
Yeah.
Okay. I would like to play this. I think my problem is I have a crippling obsession with Pokemon Go. So anytime I'm gaming on the phone, that's the only
It's always
I'm
that.
doing. It's always Pokemon Go.
That means you had a really exciting day yesterday.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Gen 4's out. I only caught a handful of Pokemon. I think
I only caught like 2.
Did you get a Bidoof?
Yes, I got a few of those.
Man, Bidoof was at our house this morning and he ran away. Little jerk.
No.
I know.
Yeah, this one looks cool. I should try. It's free, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
It is. And there's voice acting that's actually pretty good. There is, even in English, it's pretty good. But there is more voice acting if you have it in Japanese.
Oh.
Yeah.
FYI.
Is there any sort of paywall in it at some point?
I mean, it's up to you if you want to spend money to get the gems to summon again. But, it's kind of like one of our other friends has summoned, in the last banner like 9 times. And he didn't get like any 5-star people. And, I got a 5-star person like twice. And,
yeah, me too.
It's just, it's random, So sometimes it's, you're unlucky or, yeah.
Yeah, fair enough.
All right. Laura, anything else you got on your list?
That's it for me. Just Overwatch, as usual.
We'll be playing more of that tomorrow.
Woo.
Jason, how about you? What you playing?